Because if that's a real thing, like, does it show up on your statements, like your bank statements, so everybody gets to see, like...
Once again, I'm not weird, so I haven't got a membership.
So how do you know there's such
Because why
thing?
would I pay for it if it's free?
I'm just saying.
I'm not weird that way.
Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. As you could tell, that wasn't my voice, even though it's very similar. We have a female that we kidnapped from across the street, or from anywhere. I don't know where did we get her from? Starbucks, white girl. And she was getting some, I don't know, white mocha shit. I don't know what the fuck she was getting.
What? No.
But I felt like we keep talking about this on podcasts and having a female opinion on stuff. So I feel like this would be a good kind of starter for us. And seeing, we just appreciate your application. And
my application.
Yeah, if this doesn't work out, we'll go to the next one and figure out whether
really
whether or not the next girl will work out better. We're just testing the water. This is just one of these things where we need a female host, and maybe we'll just alternate girls. That's what we'll do. We'll pick up another white girl from another Starbucks next time and figure it out.
Give her some
spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Maybe we'll get like a black chick, because I'm trying to hook you up with a black chick. Mm-hmm. So we just
dark
chocolate girl.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
The kind of girl where she'll be cool with me dropping by just to get to, cornbread on Thanksgiving days. I love cornbread.
It's racist.
I fucking love cornbread, dog.
Racist.
First cuss word, officially a minute 34 in. I'm doing better.
Racist.
I think my worst has been like 17 seconds in.
The other one last week was worse.
Like
I think you actually done better before.
I've done better.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if you want to say your name at all or just be like mystery girl.
No, I'm Brittany.
Okay. Am I going to Photoshop your head? See, this would be a good time to have the game conversation, because then you and me could be the balls and she could be like the shaft when I Photoshop this.
No, thank you.
I don't think she'd be down for that.
No, not at all.
No? Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I got to figure out the Photoshop situation. But anyways, so you guys are talking about, I don't think you caught it. I caught it when I started recording. But you guys are talking about pornography and
memberships.
Yeah. That's a thing. Porn memberships are a thing. You can do that. If you're a weird mofo.
That's just
But
awkward.
to me, it's also, you're also weird if you have like a youth porn or a red tube account and you're commenting on the videos too.
Yeah, that's weird too.
That's a little much.
Don't tell me you guys never commented on a
red You've commented. No, you got to make an account for that.
Make an account, yeah.
Just like on YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys don't have accounts?
No.
So you guys just go to the site?
Because I'm not trying to analyze what's happening.
Dude, Boski is going to hate this fucking podcast. Because his wife was already giving him shit, I think, because of the whole beat the pussy up on the last few podcasts. I text Boski and I'm like, has your wife told you to stop talking to me yet? And he's like, LOL. He's like, almost.
Oh, he needs to listen to these in private. He probably has his
Well,
baby
the problem is that she follows me on Instagram too. And so
That's
she
not
sees
a
the clips.
problem.
It's just hilarious, though.
That's funny.
But I think this podcast, although we will trail off across different things, I think it's going to be very porn heavy, because I do have some topics I want to talk about, and you have some things you want to talk about with Ruben.
Yeah.
So we'll discuss those things.
So disclaimer.
So if you're under 18, you shouldn't be looking at my channel, except for the vlogs. But even then, I cuss like a sailor, so. Like a sailor who hasn't been home in many years.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways, so that's the intro. I'll kind of probably be mediating mostly, because I think you're going to have a lot of discussion pieces. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're going to sit there and apparently just get grilled. Like you're, and like, I can't think of a comeback. So go ahead, just start off.
Grilled cheese sandwich.
There you go.
I'm just saying, okay, so the whole like pornography, like, accounts and everything. So you guys never had an account before?
No.
Have you guys ever bought?
No.
Like a session?
When I was young, there are certain sites I think I gravitated towards that I was like, that'd be kind of cool to get a subscription, get like the full, because those places always tease you with like, you get like a 2-second clip or whatever. At least back when we were young. Because let me explain, when we were young, I had dial-up.
You act like you're some like 60-year-old man.
I look good for 72. So shit, you need.
Nah, because every podcast I hear, you're always like, back in my day. And
yeah,
like,
but
a lot of stuff.
I feel like that, and I feel like a lot of people that would be listening to this at this moment are younger, and I think a lot of that just comes from the fact that people our age are typically already like in families and are doing fucking podcasts on weekends.
Or in prison, yeah, probably.
Yeah, raising their kids, busy doing that.
Okay, so you were enticed by buying some sort of
I thought about
session.
it. Yeah. But I never was like, I never wanted to see anything on a credit card, and no.
Be like blackporn.com.
Black, that's my thing.
Like,
Black porn.
Okay, all right. Wait. But let me back that up. I mean, like, you know, like blacked out, like black curtain, not like black race.
Oh, I got you. I was thinking of black race.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to say
the chocolate.
Not the chocolate. No.
Okay.
How about you?
No, I thought about it too. I'm like, man, that was really good. Maybe I'll get a subscription to that.
Whenever we make jokes, and a lot of the times they are jokes, you have specific ones that you reference, and I'm like, you'd get a subscription if you were like, if you felt a little not weird about getting the bill.
Yeah, no, it's always weird. Like, I'm like, man, that'd be a good subscription. I want the full length video. I'm like, but then what am I gonna do with 60 minutes? I'm good after like 13.
13.
But I think that's the thing, man. Some guys get into that shit where they just get super into porn.
You need to get more activities. You need to go outside.
But and this is my thing. I feel like pornography desensitizes men. Period.
Desensitize the tip. Desensitize that tip region with that hand. There's gonna be a lot of dick jokes here, guys. This is what I do. You're right in many different senses. You men and even women that watch too much pornography have raised the status and the status quo as to what sexuality is for them. Just like, for example, this is I'll make it into a more PG version of this. Instagram hoes. That's PG-13. Men that grew up with social media now and women that show as much as they do on social media probably have a skewed viewpoint as to what a woman should look like and what expectations are of a woman. And they don't realize that, I shouldn't have ate that thing before I started this podcast. They don't realize that the girls that they're seeing pictures of probably on a daily basis have makeup on. That picture that they saw was like one of dozens of pictures that they took to get that perfect picture to post online. And a lot of these girls have all their pictures touched up and have Photoshop and filters and they change the shape of their bodies.
Right.
And that changes a man's status quo. I've heard of younger men that have a hard time having sex with women because they're fucking so into what the extreme is. Like, you can go on Instagram and see chicks with ridiculous asses, ridiculous boobs, crazy curves, good-looking girls, and this is all on one girl. And guys' expectations are that that's the thing. And I'm like, that's not the real world, man. Like, that's just not.
Right, yeah. No, I get you on that one.
But porn does, in fact, fucking skew people. But, you know, how much porn you watching, man?
Yeah, no, that's true. Because I was like, you have to limit yourself. Like, you have to.
You have to limit yourself. Well, how about you guys just not look at porn? How about that? Is that even ideal? Is there any men out there? There.
Look, I don't like to speak in generalities, but I'm going to say that I'm not confident in saying that there are no men out there that watch porn. That don't watch porn.
God, that breaks my heart.
I think unless it's not available to you. Like, unless if you don't have internet.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some magazines floating on or something. Because I've heard stories of, like, in the 70s that kids would go into the forest and there'd be magazines in the forest that they'd find and they're all, like, looking at the magazine. You know what I mean? So
where do you hear this from?
For other people.
Internet.
Older people. Yeah,
older people,
do podcasts,
internet.
Apparently.
Why would you even look that up?
The ads between
I don't know, because people are having podcasts and they just talk about how they come across porn when they were young.
That's a weird thing to
because, you know, when
search engine that.
Search it. No, that's not what I was looking for. History of porn. No, but you know, when you and I grew up, it was like 56K porn. So you're not getting that's another desensitized. That's another level of desensitization, if that's a word. When we were young, there was no like HD porn. You weren't getting like.
You guys got that dial up.
It was dial up, and you weren't, dude. You were super thankful if you could load a clip.
Your parents are like, "Are you guys on the internet?" You'd be like, "No."
Dude, there was times when my mom was like, "Are you on the internet?" It's taking up that phone line. I'm like, I'll get off right now.
Wait, hold up. I need another 15 minutes.
No, but in my time, it was like you had a hard time loading photos, let alone trying to load a clip. If you loaded a clip, it was like you got some money to get some good clips, a good internet connection. You know what I mean? Back in our day, it took up the phone line. Like if you were on the internet as a owner of like the bill or whatever, you either had to get a second line that was dedicated directly for internet, or you're fucked. You're like, Mom, I'm gonna be on the internet for 15 minutes. I got like research for school to do. You know what I mean? And that's the only way you had to go about it. And you were like loading pictures. It was slowly loading a couple things here.
Have you ever had your parents walk in on you?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a different podcast because I think I have a podcast full of funny videos.
No. Let's talk about one instance.
No. We won't. We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about it, but not in this podcast.
He's too embarrassed.
No,
okay.
I don't give a fuck. We talked about the other stuff earlier today. I don't give a fuck about. I think I'm gonna give a shit about this. Good. It was like one of those.
What time are you at right now? Because you cussing like a sailor.
Like a sailor. Now. I said it from the beginning though. So go ahead. So back in our day, like internet, non-existent. So it would have been hard to get desensitized unless you were really into magazines. And I feel like magazines aren't as bad because there's no motion. There's no like seeing everything. You know what I mean? I think the problem with pornography too, as far as video pornography, is the way it's filmed.
So do you have a negative annotation towards pornography?
No.
Ruben,
there's the answer.
Wait, time. Ruben, what about you?
A negative one?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Do you guys have that conviction after you like bust
Conviction?
a nut?
What do you mean by conviction?
Like after you like
some
I don't
guilt?
know.
Some
like
straight
like
Catholic guilt?
Catholic guilt.
I wouldn't say Catholic guilt.
Like that straight memes I show you. It's like after you bust a nut and you just look at yourself in the mirror. It's like,
what am I doing with my life?
That's exactly where I'm at. Yeah.
I will say I have had that for sure. Yeah, it's like some weird. You're like, what are you doing? But I'm telling you, man, I as a woman, you don't understand. Buzz. What's wrong, sweetie? She's crying. We need to take this podcast on the road. This would be an awesome topic just to have in the middle of like a burger joint,
McDonald's.
in and out, just like what's going on, guys? Talking about
the nice Christian establishment.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
Chick-fil-A.
No.
But to answer your question, yes, there is some guilt associated with it, and there has been for sure in the past. But I think to go back to my point, I think as a woman, it's so hard. It's so easy to dismiss porn, and it's so hard to understand a man's standpoint on porn.
Yeah, but for one, if you're single, I get it. But if you have a wife, or not supporting this, if you have a girlfriend, and you guys are still looking at porn, doesn't make sense. You got your partner there.
Okay, what if your partner's not... So to play devil's advocate, what if your partner's not into it? What if she doesn't want to have sex?
Explain to me.
What if she doesn't want to have sex? What if she's tired? What if she's not in the mood? What if she's got like... Maybe she's still healing from the last time?
The next day...
Because, I'm not going to be braggadocious or anything, but they could just be having some rest from the last time. You know what I'm saying? Those discs in the spine, it can only take so much damage. And, I don't want to be braggadocious, but you got a cardiovascular surgeon that needs...
That's how you do, right? It needs healing.
What if the doctor told her that she can no longer take it because literally just a cervix is just split in half?
Oh my God, that is too much. So stop it. No.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad because I use terminology, right?
Yeah, I think that was a meme I showed you the other day.
No.
That is actually a meme you showed me the other day.
I'm just saying, if she says no one night and then like the next day you're like, well, I'm not gonna ask her. I'm just gonna bust a nut to this gay ass porn.
Gay ass porn. I don't know if that's what you're watching. That's not what I'm watching.
That's what you're into.
That's your
I can't discriminate. 2016.
You know what I'm saying?
Lesbians.
2016.
Lesbian
if that's what you're
2016.
into too, hey. You watch whatever you want, as long as it's not weird.
I'm just saying.
What was your point to that sentence? Saying that this next day you're gonna try again?
What I'm trying to say is, okay, maybe she's tired the next day, but knowing you waited, and then she's like, "Let's do it."
So you're assuming that the next day she's gonna want you.
I don't know how women's sex drives are.
So what if? Okay, let me change it. Let me play devil's advocate again.
Every girl that I know has an extremely high sex drive.
And but I think without saying too much about you, because I'm not gonna throw you under the bus, you're also not a like super old woman. And so let's pretend you are now in your late 30s, maybe early 40s, and your sex drive really isn't there anymore. Let's say you've been married to a guy for about 15, 20 years, and the fire is just not there like it used to be. Let's just say you're so wound up in the monotony of daily life. You go to work, you go home.
That is such a negative outlook on
That's
life.
not negative. No. You re-listen to what I just said. That is a fact of life. That's true. That happens all the time. It happens to most people. How many people? Nivi, sweetheart. Poor girl needs so much. That's a fact of life. That's a fact of life. Every single person I bet you that you know of that's over 40 has the exact same thing going on with them. That's why there's movies. That's why there's TV shows that talk about this exact thing. It's not a sad, depressing situation. Well, maybe it is, but it's a reality of life. And so assuming that they're not in the same, you got to take yourself out of your mindset and take yourself out to a position where maybe a husband isn't getting what they need. Maybe the wife just isn't into them as much anymore. Or maybe the husband just isn't romantically like wooing them like he did back in their 20s. Or maybe they've just been together for so long that they kind of take each other for granted. And as sad as that is, that's sadly the reality of life. And so what do you say to those people? What do you say to that guy? That guy who still has urges, he still has needs, he still has this stupid monkey brain who's like, you gotta bust a nut, dude. You gotta bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? What do you say to that guy? Because you don't want that guy to go and cheat on his wife. I don't think that's right either.
Right.
But what do you say to that guy when your wife is tired and maybe she's dealing with a bunch of drama at work and she gets home and she's just not into it. She's fucking tired. Maybe she's on top of that going to school, or maybe on top of that she's taking care of her parents, or whatever. Life's complicated. So my thing is, not every situation is the same as a young person who has a crazy high sex drive, who maybe has just started dating somebody and they're like rabbits.
Rabbits.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just laying down that rabbit dick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Brat. You know what I'm saying?
Like that? Is that the noise you make too?
Ruben, your face right now.
I just can't believe you said that.
I gotta lighten it
he
up.
was like super serious, and then he's like,
yeah, I gotta lighten it up
rabbit
because that was
dick.
too intense. That was a little too
rabbit
intense.
dick, straight fire rabbit dick.
There you go.
That's gonna be a hashtag. That's gonna be a little Easter egg for any of you guys that watch my vlogs. I'm gonna start doing this in videos. Brat.
Easter egg, really?
You know what I'm saying? Like Marvel.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what's. I'd say he's right. I mean, to probably do that. And I think it's just something ingrained in dudes that they need to do that.
I think it's a biological
I
imperative.
agree on that opinion then.
There's a reason why guys can get what I call straight up dick dumb. You get straight up dick dumb. You see a chick and you're just like, yeah, I'm about to raw. But then you just bust a nut or whatever, whether you're doing it with a girl or just taking care of yourself. And all of a sudden you're I don't know if adrenaline's the right word, but you calm down, you're a little bit more focused, you're a little bit more conscious in the brain. You're not as stupid about visual things. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
I think it's a biological imperative for you to just try to continue your genes.
Yeah, no, that's happened to me too.
It happens to all dudes.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it does.
Nobody wants to admit that dudes jerk off, man. But I'm very hard pressed to say that any dude has not jerked off in their life. I want to meet a dude who's never jerked off. Because even then I won't believe it. I'm talking about a dude I could talk to right now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That's been living in the world of technology where you can get on your little smartphone and find anything nowadays.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
It's kind of sad.
And if they do, man, they're gonna have like some built up like emotion.
It's gonna be like that.
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy.
I don't even think that's even possible not to, because I feel like your body needs to release at some point.
Yeah, like I think women are the same too. It's not even guys, but I think guys are more often and they need to release more often than women. But women have a need for sex as well. I've heard of women who get blue balls. I didn't know that was a thing until I heard about it. I don't know, blue ovaries. I'm gonna start calling it blue ovaries.
No.
Amazing ads between porns, right? That's what you're learning all this stuff.
Yeah.
Between the load screens. You know how there's YouTube ads right before the videos? Well, anyways. Yeah, no, I think, look, because of your point from a female standpoint, I think women do have that viewpoint on it, pornography as a whole. But I think when you're young, yeah, it's different because women's sex drives are quite high. But when you're old and a guy still and your sex drive fucking plummets, and look, I feel like from being a casual viewer of people and human nature, I feel like men do make the mistake of not keeping things spicy, if you will, like not keeping things hot and heavy.
Right.
But at the same time, and men are bad about that, and when men at some point take women for granted, and you see it a lot in relationships. But you know, it doesn't change the biology. It doesn't change that our monkey brains are still like, I need a bus. You know what I mean? Like, it's a stupid monkey shit.
That's basically it.
Oh my god.
That's all there is to it. If you're looking for like deeper logic in it, it's not.
Yeah, and porn is made for dudes, essentially. I still believe that, because we've talked a little bit about the idea that it's dehumanizing to women in a way. Like, it's never like chick takes advantage of dude and it takes his seed. That's not the titles of the you know what I'm saying? It's not like the titles of porn aren't like experienced teacher takes student seed. You know what I'm saying? Oh. That's not what it is. It's always like exploited college girl goes after like their teacher goes at, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And they're made for men, essentially. And why is that? Because men consume the most amount of porn. Why? Right. Because there's probably mostly dudes just need to bust one or whatever. And I just feel like it's a better option than cheating.
Girls get more stimulated off emotional anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I think, and this is my thing with feminists right now. Feminists are like, oh, everything's catered towards men. They sexualize women, and you know, we've kind of talked about this before the podcast, but everything, marketing and sales and everything is marketed towards men, because men are the primary consumers of said things. For example, like chicks on cars. Why is that a thing? Well, because men are primarily into cars and women are used to sell the cars. Mm-hmm. Just like those pharmaceutical chicks that make a fuck ton of money because they sell pharmaceuticals to men, and they use their like beautiful bodies or beautiful faces to coerce men into buying specific drugs. There's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna have no Bradley Cooper looking dudes like selling a whole bunch of pharmaceuticals. Yes. No, they get the good looking chicks. You know, same thing
I
with.
wouldn't mind Bradley Cooper though. God,
I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't. But it's marketing is true with everything. What else are things like comic books? That's another thing that pisses me off. For women are like, women are subjected and they look like pieces of meat in comic books. And
that's why in all the Marvel movies, there's nothing but topless girls in there. They're not ripped ass dudes in all the Marvel movies.
Well, that's my point exactly. I'm like, you think dudes look like that too?
Like, you think Thor is just just picked that dude out of the lineup? Like,
I don't even see why a woman would want a man's body. I feel like women have like beautiful curves.
Women have better bodies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're more pleasing, visually pleasing bodies.
Yeah, they look sexy in those comic books.
But
stop bitching.
But women are arguing that, and same thing with video games. They're like, oh, you can see girls' asses in video games, but you can't see dudes' asses. I'm like, look, man. Traditionally, comic books, movies, video games have all been marketed towards little boys. Period. And at the end of the day, it's still an old system that's marketing towards young men that are the ones that buy this stuff. And that's why they have really attractive chicks with ridiculous curves, ridiculous boobs, good-looking comic book chicks that they're on the covers and they sell things and blah, blah, blah. Same thing with cars, same thing with pharmaceuticals, same thing with whatever. I'd be very curious to see the statistics of female realtors versus male realtors. In fact, I'm going to look that up. You guys talk.
Like housing market?
Yeah, because I'd be very curious to see if there's more women in the field.
I feel like there's more women.
I feel like there's more women.
Oh, hell yeah. There's more women.
Female versus male realtors. Is real estate a man or a woman's world? Trivia blog. You guys go ahead and talk about it.
It's definitely a woman's world, I believe.
Say woman, yeah.
Yeah, because every woman that I've ever met is a realtor.
In fact,
every woman you've ever met is a realtor?
Okay, well, I take that back. What I'm trying to say is when I bought my house, it was a chick.
Yeah.
And it's so on and so forth. All the women in my family are actually realtors too. Weird.
Yeah, they're...
so I think that approves.
I would say, yeah, women.
And they're really attractive. They dress very well.
Yeah, no, you have to be a certain level.
I'm not lesbian or anything, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, you have to be a certain level of attractive. Chick. I mean, I guess you don't have to be, but it helps.
Yes.
It looks like it's mostly female.
Yeah.
It's not like
I think it's a given.
It's like a 40.
See, and I think car
10.
dealerships should take that into consideration instead of these cocky ass dudes that think they know everything about these damn cars. They should put some females in there.
Well, you know what the problem is with, I think why they don't do it
Why?
In reelers. I was thinking about that. I'm like, that's a good point. But now as you're saying it, you know why I think they don't do it is because historically, women, when you're going to a dealership, historically it's either people buying their, this is going to sound sexist. So historically it's going to be like a family, right? And if it's a family, as sexist as this is, a man in the family is not going to want to listen to a woman about the car. Because it's always been historically like, cars are guy things. Girls aren't not knowledgeable about cars. Look, it's a double standard. It's dumb. But it's historically the way to go. If you're a young man or a single guy that's looking to buy a car, you also probably don't want it from a girl. Because if you're a young man, like...
Yeah, but girls can pressure guys into doing things too.
Yeah, but I think when you're a dude, like, you know about cars, you're into cars. If you're a single guy looking for a car... Like, when I went to go look for my car, I knew a pretty good amount about the car. A lot of the times, especially if I was cars that I was really, really, really interested in, I knew a lot more about the cars before, like, probably more than the salesman. Because I did a lot of the research. I historically was interested in these cars. Like, if, for example, we talked about my 300ZX. If they were still selling that car now, there's no dude that could tell me more about that in the dealership than I would. Because, not to sound fucked up or know-it-all, but I've known and spent a lot of time researching that car. I've spent a lot of time working on that car kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So... And to flip the script, and if you were a single woman or maybe a young woman that wanted a car, a lot of times I've known of women who have talked to me and been like, hey, I'm looking to buy a car. Do you want to just go with me so the guy doesn't take advantage of me or whatever? Same thing with women. Happens. Same thing with women going to car shops to get their cars fixed.
Yes.
Traditionally, you want a dude because you feel like the dude's not going to take advantage. Like so that's why I think guys sell cars at dealerships versus women.
The downfall of the dealership.
I don't agree. I think it might be the right way to go.
The white way to go.
The white way to go.
Did you say the white way?
I'm stuttering. It might be the right way to go.
The white way to go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess now I have questions for you. What are your viewpoints on pornography from a woman's standpoint?
From a woman's standpoint?
Yeah.
Oh, you put me in a box here.
People are going to be like, is he changing his voice and talking? Because it's very similar. Go ahead.
My viewpoints is I disagree with it completely. I think it destroys marriages. I think it does more harm than it does good.
To me, it's not like
but also, I'm very biased on this too.
Yeah, I think you're biased on it. Stupid diet soda. Shouldn't have diet soda. I think it depends on the situation. Because if you were the girl that I described earlier in said podcast where you've been married for a long time, things are stuff, you wouldn't want that guy cheating. Going to a strip club?
No, you definitely wouldn't. But I also have a person in my life that's a girl, not like a person in my life, but I know a girl that does not have
You got a girl in your life, huh? It's that kind of show, guys.
I hate you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Ruben, don't look at me like that. It's awkward.
That's what's up.
No, I know her.
Should brought her along, you know what I'm saying? Pa-pow, pa-pow, pow.
Oh, my God.
And I saw a movie like that one. I was kidding. On the topic. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Anyways, she doesn't have a sex drive, and her man has a high sex drive. They're just the exact same age as me, maybe a tad bit older. But he waits for her.
How long? How long have they been together?
And here's the thing.
How long have they been together?
They known each other since high school.
How long have they been together?
Together or married?
Together.
Okay.
Is that the only time that matters?
It makes a big deal.
6 or 7 years, something.
And
like
he
that.
waits. He's been waiting for 6 or 7 years.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you meant like they started dating like 6
no,
or 7 years ago.
Together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That motion, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes we do need visuals, but not right.
I think.
That dude's more
Well, and
thirsty
here's
than I
the
am.
thing too. I think as women,
his balls have re-gone into his body hibernation mode.
Yeah.
no.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I think as women, we have our duties too. And God, I'm going to get flack from all the feminists on.
I got no feminists on here.
Okay,
It's,
well,
all,
I was just
it's all
saying.
probably dudes.
I think as
And Boski's
women,
wife.
we do have a duty for
She's
our.
gonna slap me in December.
Who?
Boski's wife. Like, you're a pig. You're a pig.
No.
She's like, yes, what you think, huh? Huh?
Well, I stand up for you, girl. No, honestly, I think as women, we have a duty when our man needs, if we're not in the mood, at least we now know, okay, he told me he needs it. So we have to have like a heads up sometimes. It gives us like.
You're right. And I think communication is key.
Yeah. Because if you're not communicating your needing, we don't know. We can't read your mind.
Like if a girl comes up to you, she's like, if a girl goes up to you, Ruben, your girl dating your girl, and she's just like, I need you to go down with me for like 90 minutes. You just got to take one for the team. And
I'll be like, damn.
Not take a breath.
I'm going to hate that, but oh well, here I go.
Don't take a breath, son. Just go straight 90 minutes.
Deep sea fishing.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying? That's a ludicrous song.
I'm so uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah, it's the lyrics. He's all like, deep sea fishing in your favorite position. Every
Okay.
time you moan, I pay
get
close
excited about this.
attention.
Splash
What?
waterfall.
What?
Ew.
Mic drop. Might get the fuck out this podcast.
Oh my God.
I'm going to blow people's ears out. So I think you're right. Communication is key.
Yeah.
And it's very important.
I think it's those bitter ass old ladies that are like, fuck you, I'm not giving you sex. I don't agree with that at all.
But I don't think that's a situation for everybody. I think there's some people that fall, for example, into depression and don't like, for example, what if their partner's sick or, okay, that's a good example. What if your partner, the female gets sick in the relationship, she gets like some illness, and there's no way she's going to be able to have sex with her partner.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think the sexual part is just, and see, I'm going to get all so biased on you on this part because I have a different viewpoint in this, but love covers multitudes of levels. So yeah, there's the sexual part, but guess what? Sex isn't as important in life.
You're right.
There's way more to the relationship than just sex. So even if your partner was sick, love will cover more than that. Yeah, they have needs. I get that. But I think, I don't know.
What happens to the needs?
They'll have to meet them themselves.
But that's my point.
I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I think you would work together and figure it out.
Dude, if you're, okay, I hate saying this because I hate throwing it out into the world, but knock on wood, like let's say your partner has like cancer, right? That's no joke. And you say your partner's going through chemo and she's definitely sick. What do you expect that guy to do? And it's so easy for women and fucking feminists to listen to this right now and be like, the man just has to fucking wait. He just has to fucking wait for his partner, right? It's so quick to say that, but unless you're a man.
Obviously, I think you men would take care of it by yourself.
But that's my point. That's a clear-cut indication of like, that's a great time for fucking drop some porn. There's not, it's not a clear, look.
Once again,
but couldn't you fantasize about your woman before she had...
Some men have horrible imaginations.
That is some bullshit.
No, I'm being serious.
I got a fantastic imagination.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, very, very well.
Interesting.
Some men don't have great imagination.
You got a bad imagination, Jonathan?
No, I got a pretty good imagination.
Ceiling titty.
Dude, if I didn't have okay imagination, I wouldn't be able to say the stupid shit I say. But no, for me, it's more like we're talking about a unique situation, and there's this man does not have a good imagination. And let's say they didn't film any home movies, they weren't kinky enough to film some home movies.
And that's back to the original point. Even if he does love you, it's ingrained in us that we have to do it.
You have needs, just like you have a need to eat, just like you have a need to.
It's not that intense.
I think honestly, this is a hard subject for me to cover because if I was a man, what I would do is I would imagine my significant other and go from there.
Okay,
I would want to be,
cool.
and I think this is the whole religious piece, so I won't even get into that. So it's difficult for me to separate the two.
I gotta ask Dr. Strange if he wax off.
You can I be there when you ask him? Yeah. I just be in the background.
Who's Dr. Strange?
I'm pastor. He looks like Dr. Strange. You know Dr. Strange?
You're a pastor.
Looks like Dr. Strange.
At your church. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture. Keep talking while I bring a picture.
You have a picture of your pastor?
Yeah.
That's weird, dog.
It's a contact photo.
You don't even
homie.
have a picture of me. That's weird.
I got you dressed like Superman.
That's
Say some straight kinky role play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a picture. I'm gonna Photoshop myself in Khal Drogo's body. I'm gonna send that to you.
You should.
So you know what's up. So you know what's
Khal
up. You know
Drogo.
what I'm saying?
Yummy.
With the body paint and
No,
everything.
sorry, it's all Jon Snow.
You like Khal Drogo.
Hold on.
You know, lighting up that
He's
Khaleesi.
okay.
When he's lighting up that Khaleesi,
No, I thought that was a little uncomfortable, actually.
that was a little uncomfortable.
Jon Snow gave it more loving.
Who do you hook
Drogo
up
was
with?
just like, this is just fucking...
Who do you hook up with?
the little redhead chick.
Oh yeah, the wildling chick. Like that fire chick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That fire.
I hope that car alarm outside
Fire
isn't my car.
crotch girl.
So if it is, your car's gone.
It's gone. You got the new handicap license in there and everything.
It's because you lost your parking spot. Sorry.
It might be.
Sorry. My fault.
Yeah, so back to the conversation. I think there's a lot of unique situations, and look, man, I think the disconnect from men and women is a conversation piece, because if women could somehow understand how men feel and the needs that men have, that would be a big piece. Continue to talk while I make sure your car's not being stolen.
Okay.
You honestly think it would be stolen?
It might be. Look there. Doesn't he
Let
look
me
like
see
Doctor
this
Strange?
guy. You know what? It's so funny because you're talking about Doctor Strange, but little secret, I've never seen wherever this guy came from. Doctor Strange.
Okay. All right.
Never seen that
Look at
show.
him. All right,
He
remember,
looks like such a nice dude.
he's a nice dude.
Yeah.
He's too nice of a dude. All right,
I
and
know.
then here's
Okay, so now that Johnson's not here, let's
came
talk.
back.
Let's have a little talk right now.
He just came back.
No, Ruben, it's me and you right now.
All right, go.
What would you do if your woman had cancer? How would you
I'd
fix
be like-
yourself?
I would still be like, all right, so it's not my car.
The neighbors.
All right.
Is it across the street?
No, next. Anyways, no.
No, I'd be like, damn, all right, I'm gonna have to like bust a nut, but I'm not gonna like take joy in it. I'm just gonna, like, get it
Whatever.
done.
Take joy in it. You're gonna take joy in it no matter what.
If
feel
my
like it would
wife
make
has
you
cancer-
guys feel worse.
Oh,
yeah.
I
feel
don't-
like
I
it
want
would
you to
make
hear that
feel
part, right?
worse.
We didn't walk into that one.
Yeah, no. If my wife has cancer, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm just like getting this to get done.
Just
and
get
clear
it
my
over
head.
with.
Yeah, and then but I'm not gonna like take joy in it.
Interesting.
You're gonna
Right.
take joy in it.
You ain't gonna
cannot
spend
take joy
hours
in it.
in it.
Yeah, all right.
But who's
look.
saying
Night to day.
who's saying that's what people are doing though?
No,
Okay,
she
what's
just
that
gave me-
dude from White Chicks? The black guy
And
that
then
dances.
There's
the
actual
big guy.
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Doesn't he look like that?
Oh yeah. The comic.
Terry
dude.
Crews.
Yeah, Terry Crews has a pornography addiction, and he
That's-
went to rehab for it. Like, look this stuff up.
That's a dude that just doesn't want to admit he's into other chicks and he's cheating on his wife.
That's not true because he actually wants to fix his relationship with his wife.
You know who else
Yeah,
had that?
you know why? Because he don't want that alimony
Oh my
payment.
God.
You know,
I think men speak blue and women speak pink.
No,
You
I think the
know-
difference is that these people, you can't talk about celebrity relationships like they're real relationship. Okay, you can't. They're all a lot of them are freaking flawed people. Why do you think they only get married for a year, even though they don't spend any time together?
That's true.
You know what I mean? These people are all flawed. They're good at being fake. They're good at faking shit. That's why they're actors.
you know who else had a porn addiction? Mulder from the X-Files.
He's trying to get that Scully. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that Scully.
I love the X-Files. It was
Mhm.
great. Is that your intro?
What the hell is that?
I
All right,
got
there
that.
you go.
It's that little song in there.
You get in the beginning, and then you're
The
like going
intro,
into
the theme song. X-Files.
what is it? A Tron beat.
No, it's on.
Do
dare
it again. Do it again.
No, fuck that. No, I'm moving
Yeah.
forward.
No. What?
We're moving on.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're representing all of femaledom. So you better get your opinions on pornography out now, because this is the last time we talk about
What?
pornography till the next podcast. Because it'll come up again.
All I'm saying, if I can hit the bullet points, I feel like pornography can destroy marriages.
I agree.
I agree.
We all are agreeing is about that.
You're a weird mofo who has an account and comments on the.
I know. You guys get a life.
Yeah.
Get a
Also, if
freaking
you're
life.
going, if you're a weird person who needs to be put in jail. If you're going 20 pages deep in like porns.
You know, I will say that you can find some of the best comedy in porn websites.
Oh yeah, you can.
And in porn videos. Sometimes, like, just for laughter, I'll click on the comments section to see the comments.
Oh, I do that. I definitely do that.
And people just post the funniest shit. And some of it's just like, like the thirstiest thirsty you see in Instagram is the lightest stuff there, because at least on Instagram sometimes these people have things that are people that are following them that are family or friends or coworkers. On those sites it's like anonymous,
Like
100%. Yeah, like the people's pictures are a lot of times like just like dudes' dicks. I'm like, come on, man, what is the purpose of this? And so, but some of the comments they'll post are hilarious. Yeah, it's comedy gold.
They are. It's great.
So, yeah, I don't know, but the porn themselves are sometimes hilarious, because there'll be guys that say dumb shit, and I'm like, who says that? And like the Hodge twins will say some stupid shit, and then I'll watch a video, and then I'll just laugh because it's something that they said happens in the videos or whatever, and I'm just kind of like, are you serious right now? I'll just start busting out laughing, just busting out laughing.
Yeah, that's true. It's like when you see the boom.
The boom tube?
Microphone.
Yeah.
Just hit her in the
Boom mic.
head.
The
Yeah,
boom mic.
just hit her in
Dang,
the
look
head.
at you. You knew the terminology,
You know,
huh?
and I've had my fair share of times where I've watched it with.
Oh,
my
I bet you
friends.
have.
No, I. Haven't.
I bet you have.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you had your fair share of
videos.
When
boom
the
mic
Boom
hit you.
mic
hit you in
comes
the head.
into my
I was like,
my
damn.
clips, yeah, because you know.
Dude, how freaking funny would it be to interview a porn star?
Well, we are in Arizona. We could probably find some.
Dude, that's not a bad idea. And then we'll have a female interview her as well for like the female standpoint of it.
No, because these girls have a weird thing with other girls. I don't think that's a good idea.
Like I've started that guy's YouTube video. The YouTube guy that gets some porn stars and he interviews them, but they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Kasim G guy or whatever.
Is he still relevant?
I don't know. He was one of the OG guys back in the day. But, dang, son. That coffee, huh?
What
You get
is
that
it?
coffee, huh?
Man,
Is it
I
like
thought
2
that
o'clock
would
in the
wake
morning?
No,
You
it's
wish,
like-
old man.
It's like, you know.
I'm one to talk. I
not
took a
that
nap
late.
today.
You took a nap?
I took a nap,
You
dog.
should have warned me. I could have took a nap earlier.
I just fell asleep while you were texting me funny memes. That rock climbing takes it out of you, son.
I think I'll hear you smacking on that mic.
Dang, you just hitting up that on that drink like I seen girls hit up on videos. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I am thirsty.
You thirsty.
Very.
Thirsty Thursdays.
I always thought that was weird how girls can watch porn together. And men get so uncomfortable if a sex scene comes on.
Well, that one time that we saw porn at that one dude's house, I'll link the podcast down below on that one. That was uncomfortable.
It
That
was
was a little
weird.
weird.
Well, obviously, if you know
He knew him. We didn't want to know him that well.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I feel like girls are just more comfortable with each other sexually.
But you know what it is difference too? It's like if you girls all get turned on, nobody fucking knows. If a dude gets turned on, people know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get braggadocious or anything, but people gonna know. Like, is that your thigh, Jonathan? Psh, might be. Might not be, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, people. Comic relief. But, yeah, no, I think that's a difference. That's a big difference.
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably true. It wasn't that weird when we were watching 50 Shades of Grey together.
I beg to differ. I heard that podcast and I listened to you guys, and you guys sounded so uncomfortable.
I
together.
started throwing out jokes.
It was weird because just how he was doing it.
That was a big thing too. Like nobody has sex like in those videos.
Yeah, straight up penetration and virgin.
You
So
just straight
hard.
like
Yeah, he was just like all one stroke. I was like, wow, just all right.
and just how cheesy it was and
Yeah,
how
it
like
was
she
just-
was like not into him,
It
but
was
then she was
not
like,
a good
"Listen."
movie. I'm sorry.
You by the end it looked like you want to see
I
part
want
two.
to see the second part. I read what happens in the
Are
second
you
part.
serious?
That shit's gonna be lit if they ever make it.
I don't.
I'm gonna go through. That shit's
I
lit.
think it's such a bullshit
Well,
thing.
yeah, this one was all about sex. It seems like the next two
I
actually
think the
have
Twilight
story.
series is better. There's so much more sexual tension in that one.
What is it?
Twilight.
Are you serious
I
right
know.
now?
I know.
You need to get the fuck out of here. You need to get the fuck out.
So you're fired. We're gonna.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna
We're gonna
reevaluate
build
this
up.
application thing.
And this
we'll
is
call
the
you.
thing.
Don't call us.
No. Fuck you.
We'll drop you off at the Starbucks we found you. And
Twilight
yeah.
did not have sexual tension.
I mean,
It didn't have sexual tension.
I didn't watch
Maybe
those.
it was more of an emotion. Well,
It's probably more an emotional.
I
one.
know. Edward went balls deep in Bella at one point. He broke the headboard.
He did break the headboard. Not with those fake abs he did. And I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
Painted on abs.
Jacob though, goddamn. Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob on that testosterone, and he got all yoked, and now he looks like a fat bear. Have you seen him lately? He's got fat cheeks and everything.
Why are you hitting on the fat bear for?
Because he got off that testosterone.
Hey man, he didn't have enough money to support
Dog,
that.
if you get on the testosterone, you need to get on that doctor life and just keep it on. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably true.
Because afterwards he did that movie where he was like a secret agent or some shit, and he looked like a little boy again. I was like, what the fuck happened to the yoked?
Agent Cody Banks.
Yeah, I think that's the wrong one.
I think it is.
And he looked like a little boy again. I'm like, what happened to the Brolic dude that was like shirtless and was like warm when it was raining cold out or some shit?
Yeah.
It's getting foggy in here. What the fuck's going on?
Sorry.
Humidity dew point just increased. About to rain up in this
That's a
room.
monsoon storm coming through.
Monsoon storm coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twilight. I finished those movies. They were okay. The ending was probably the best part of all the movies.
They were kind of cheesy.
I don't like the fact that dude turned into a dog, like a big dog.
It was a movie about bestiality and necrophilia.
Yeah, probably. Dude, nobody does werewolves right anymore. Except maybe Underworld. They had legit werewolves.
Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman.
I have to rewatch. I don't remember that one.
It was cheesy as hell, but Hugh Jackman turned into this big ass werewolf. He's badass.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. But nobody does regular werewolves. Everybody does like dogs. I'm like, what? It's a wolf. It's a giant wolf.
It's cheap. It's cheaper animation.
I guess.
If I take a picture of your dog and just turn it bigger,
That's the way to do it.
Way cheaper than taking you and putting fur on you.
I guess that's a good point.
Way cheaper.
Yeah. Anyway, so what else are your thoughts on porn, people? Any other thing?
Well, I actually I kind of want to sway the conversation
What are you
here
talking about?
because this video has been like popping up now since you showed me the other day. Of this guy.
I didn't show you shit. I showed you a meme and you were like, what is this about? And you went upon yourself to search the vast and wide data, which is the internet, and you came across something that you were not that prepared for, and now you're blaming me for it.
Well, I'm just saying, okay.
I didn't show you
First off,
shit.
Yeah, you did. Have you guys been to McDonald's lately?
I have not in like 10 years.
I think that place is disgusting. And this just makes it more relative.
I got some of their new natural McNuggets.
Nitro McNuggets?
All natural.
Oh, it's like, what the hell's a nitro? It's like something from Crash Bandicoot. What are you eating?
No. They were okay. I didn't get a McChicken though.
I've been wanting their soft serve ice cream for a while now.
I'm sure. That cold cone, huh?
What is that supposed to mean?
A sexual reference?
Yeah, it's a sexual.
Do I need to go to Urban Dictionary?
The McChicken sandwich. Come on, really?
Do I need to go to Urban Dictionary for soft serve? Soft serve?
Soft serve cone.
Is that a thing, really?
Yeah, guys just like the coldness of the ice cream on their
No,
dick.
That's not a thing.
Dude, I'm just kidding. That's not a thing.
Check it to make sure.
Serve. Anyways, what about your...
Good. I'm just saying, okay, because you posted it, and I'm like, what's this McChicken thing? Because
No. I said...
No.
No. Oh, shit. This is so funny. We need to find up random terms of Urban Dictionary. Any guesses on what soft serve ice cream means?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't want to guess.
I don't even want to know.
Soft serve ice cream is defined by the Urban Dictionary as a partner lies on their back with their mouth open. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I always mess this up, damn it. Let me start over. God,
I hope it's better than how that was started.
Seriously.
Clear my throat here. Soft serve ice cream as defined by the Urban Dictionary. Partner A lies on their back with their mouth open. Partner B then... Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I don't want to know.
Oh, my God. I'm going to start this over there.
I take this back.
Soft serve ice cream defined by the Urban Dictionary as... A partner lies on their back with their mouth open. Partner B... Did I fuck that up? Partner A lies on their back with their mouth open. Partner B then defecates in the mouth but swirling it upwards to resemble a soft serve ice cream.
No. No.
I did not know that. Okay, first off, I did not know that. Ew.
Oh my god, I'm gonna search this one next.
Stop.
Dick bicycle. What the hell is this?
You never heard of that term?
Oh my god.
God, what is it?
Ariana Grande sings about that in this song called Side to Side. Or, no, it was Nicki Minaj. She was like, that dick bicycle. It's a real thing.
Dick bicycle, as defined by the Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
When someone steals your bicycle seat, so you eagerly pull out your quick-release dildo and hope for a bumpy ride. Did I read that
I don't
right?
think that's it.
I don't know if I want to live in this world anymore.
Dick bicycle. Porch dog. I don't know if that's a derogatory term or... Wrist icicle.
What is that?
Wrist icicle.
I think I already know. I think I can picture it in my head.
I'm just not going to say this one out loud. All right. So you were saying you found a new video. That's your new favorite video ever?
Yeah, so let me just give you a description of this day. So I was on Instagram and I came across a McChicken sandwich post off of, I think it's called Savage as Fuck, maybe? I don't know. This happened
That's a good
to pop
account. I
up in
follow
my
that.
feed.
Legit
I'm
memes.
sitting in a meeting
original.
at work. Oh my God, Ruben.
Good shit.
I was sitting in a meeting and I was like, what's this McChicken thing? So,
Are you new to the internet?
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit. I'm just saying, I don't
Jeez.
expect this big old black dick stroking McChicken on top, like mayonnaise all over the dick, like pickles falling to the floor kind of
So
thing.
you saw this?
No, I
So
saw
he was
it.
was he laying down or standing up?
He was standing up, like stroking it hardcore.
See,
by
I
his
never
bed.
understood. I didn't understand that because the
And
McChickens.
there's like a to-go bag, and it was dirty. It was dirty.
And you're
I
sitting in the
didn't-
meeting. You're like, hold on, Bill. I need to finish this video because otherwise it's gonna bother me. I don't care what the graph says and the pie charts and the shit. I need to find out what he does. Does he bust a nut? Does he not bust a nut? Does he put it in the McChicken cup? What's he do?
First off, I didn't even know it was a porn thing.
I didn't
thought
either.
It was something ridiculous.
I didn't
like,
find it.
Oh, they probably like.
I
gave
heard
them
about
the
it.
Wrong
I didn't look it up
sandwich.
though. I'm glad you're here to tell us how it went
It
down.
was disgusting.
So does it start like describe to me the way it was filmed? Is he just standing there?
It took me to some like Twitter, like 30-second clip.
That's where it originated from, Twitter.
Okay, so then I just went to the original thing because I'm like trying to figure out.
Was it reposted or was it like
It
the original
was
guy?
Retweeted.
I bet.
Like, by the I went to the actual.
Guy.
I guess the site that posted it, and then it had like thousands of retweets. And this dude, you don't see his face, you just see his hand, you see his dick, you see the.
So is he
sandwich.
fully hard when this starts?
Yeah, he was fully hard. Yeah.
And so then he busts out the chicken and then what? He just like cracks it open
No,
and he puts
he
it
was
between
just like
his...
full on stroking it. As soon as you popped it open, you're like, oh, well, hello there. Okay, I guess this is happening right now. And it's just a train wreck. You just can't take your eyes off you because you're like, oh my God.
So of the
that's
30 seconds, how many of those seconds did you view?
Like 2 seconds. Okay,
call
no.
bullshit.
I was observing. I
How
was
much
like,
were you
what
observing?
Is this?
Like if this was like if you went to the zoo and you saw a lion eating like a gazelle, do you watch like him feast on the whole gazelle? Or do you watch just like him take the bite and then kill it and then you're like, I'm done with this. This is too much for me.
Obviously, you can answer that question for yourself.
I can't, so I'm asking. Hey, did you see him finish the whole gazelle?
I didn't see the whole thing, okay? I'm just saying, I saw enough to a point to where I'm like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was. What am I doing? I swear to God, my boss is sitting right next to
And
me.
you're like, I gotta go to church.
And
Your boss is like, oh, you've seen that too? That's crazy, right? It's crazy.
No, it was a really boring meeting, so it
He got
spiced
full
up my
volume
day.
on there. He's like,
I
take
know.
it, McChicken.
It
Take it.
didn't really have a...
Take it.
I don't think it had a sound to it, unless I
That's
just
weird.
didn't have my volume up on my phone,
That's
but
weird.
That's really
I
weird.
regret seeing that.
Bet that dude goes like
So-
30 pages deep in his porn searches.
I definitely warn everybody, don't look it up. It's not worth it. It's disgusting.
You'll never look at McDonald's the same again.
No, I won't.
I wonder how much McDonald's is losing money or maybe making money off of this.
I bet you
Everybody
they're
and their
making
mom.
billions right
Everybody
now. If
and
they're
their mom is
making
getting
sandwiches, they're like, oh, yeah, we got to try this,
Yeah.
honey.
For my church Christmas party, I'm just going to get everybody 2 McChickens.
That's disgusting.
She'll be like, here you go, Dr. Strange. He's like, why?
It's just a
Oh,
weird.
you know what you
and
should do?
It's like, isn't it rough? It
Yeah,
would
that's
like.
Yeah,
what
it's
we
a
were
breaded
talking about.
chicken,
It's
yeah.
breaded chicken. It's
Penis,
rigid.
right?
That's a fucked up situation. This is a breaded chicken. You know what you should do? If you want to be savage as fuck, hashtag savage as fuck, you then take a Sharpie and you put the link of the video on the McChicken wrapper.
Some ideas for later.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, back to the porn thing. So, there is one thing I want to say, though. If you get okay, when you start looking for crazy shit on your favorite porn site, that's when I feel like you've become a little too desensitized.
Mm-hmm.
When you start looking at, like, furry porn or...
What's furry porn?
Those are people that dress up in, like animal suits.
Costumes.
And then they like hook up. They have like openings for their stuff, and
Oh
they
my
hook
God,
up.
I don't- oh
Like
my-
if there's conventions. There's
Why?
conventions.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up for you while I'm
What?
talking.
No. I don't wanna see
No,
that.
not the
I don't
videos.
wanna
You should
see
show
it.
her that one video. Remember that one video we saw? Was that like weird gay giraffe thing?
Would it be weird? I mean, I got a question for you men. So if
I don't
a
know what
woman
you're-
was super into pornography and she's like, not tonight, but then like you wake up in the middle of the night and there's like a light flickering under the door, you're like, what are you doing? You open the door and it's your girl like totally getting off to pornography. Wouldn't you get a little
Yeah, of
jealous?
course. You feel bad about that.
Be like, what?
But then I guess you
Why
should be
not
asking the
let
question
it
like,
do?
you should probably ask the question like, what
What am I doing wrong?
What am I not giving you? What do you need that I'm not getting you, kind of thing? And then you got to figure it out.
Although, like, if she was looking at like hardcore female like orgies or something, then she's like probably lesbian or something.
Okay, I guess I have a question. This brought up another question. Let's say you're married and you got like a dude and he's really into porn, but you find out he's into some weird shit. Like shit you can't even fucking help him with. Like let's say he's into some shark porn. He just likes watching sharks have sex. Right? Like, do you get mad at him? You get mad at him because...
It's called divorce because at that point, I feel like they're so far into something that's so not normal. They're kind of a psycho.
Well, that's what happened on Friends, remember?
Yeah.
Monica thought Chandler was into shark porn.
Yeah.
Remember she walked in, he changed the channel, it was
Yeah.
like sharks or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
What if you found out your husband was like into furries and he wanted to like dress up in a furry outfit and then
no.
just go to town? You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Just light it
no.
up. Light it up like beat it up like a drum. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Hey, can you be mad at it though? Okay, let's say Ruben, you're married.
Mm-hmm.
And your girl, she's like, whatever. The situation she just pointed. You fell asleep and you wake up, she's in the other room, and you go to the other room and she's watching like just straight hardcore lesbian porn.
Yeah, you would feel betrayed, no?
I think I'd feel a little better with the lesbian porn.
What?
I think so because from my viewpoint, it's like maybe she's into something I can't get her. I can't get her a vagina. I can't give her a vagina.
Yeah, but even some of I have girls that are my friends, and even them, they can't seem to like. Maybe it's just the lesbian friends that I have, but they seem to not really like the actual vagina. Doesn't do them good.
What does that mean?
Basically, like they would rather have. Oh God, I hate saying this because I'm not speaking for all lesbians, so I'm only speaking.
Nobody's
for,
saying you are. Don't
I'm
think it like
just-
that.
I know, I'm just saying. But most of the time they're like, well, because I asked them, like, so how do you guys like have sex? Like, how does that function work?
We need to have some lesbians on this podcast.
We really should
You gotta
because
get
it's
Miss R. We gotta
interesting.
go find Miss R.
We're not gonna find Ms. R.
She works at the same school, homie.
She's gonna try to like get hard on me, and they gotta put her in her place.
She probably will. She was the man in the relationship.
She was, but go ahead. So they can't get off or what?
Oh no, I'm not saying they can't get off. I'm just saying they always want to take it to the next level, and they just are always wanting the penetration portion.
See, I can't speak to like lesbians because I feel like
But I feel like women's bodies always turn other women on too. And I think I speak that for a majority of women.
AKA yourself. You just threw yourself under the bus there.
I didn't throw myself under the bus.
But
just saying.
I feel like stop saying I think. I feel like yeah, I mean I don't know. I can't speak to it, to be honest with you, because I feel like maybe it would be harder. I would imagine, I guess, it'd be harder to get off if it was two chicks. Because it's always easier to get off penetration-wise, I would imagine.
I would disagree with you.
I mean, we've had... I don't know. We haven't on this podcast. I think there are women who... There's two types of women. Women that get off primarily clitorally and women that get off penetration-wise.
Right.
Like, there's one, some... Either or. Or maybe both if you're crazy. Not crazy. I need to stop saying stupid shit. Long story short...
If you're one of those needy hoes.
What I'm saying, though, is that traditionally I feel like most women get off one way easier than the other.
I agree with that.
And so if you're a chick that's lesbian and you can't get off clitorally and you only get off penetrationally, that's not a word, I think what's your option? You got to have some dildos or some strap-ons.
Females' bodies are so interesting.
Dude, I've maybe perused a video or two with some female strap-ons. That's some weird shit. Just because I wanted to see what's going on. I'm like, so weird.
You're a little weird, homie.
It's weird, dog. I'm like, why isn't a dude just popping in here? If that's what you're into, then why isn't just...
I guess because they just don't like the
guy.
dude
Yeah, they want a female, like a beautiful female body. I still think a woman's body is way better looking than a man's body. But I guess I get that.
To Thor.
There is something about a man's body, though.
Thor's a good-looking motherfucker. Dude, is he wearing a fake beard in the new movie? No. I've seen clips of it. His beard looks fake. Did you see that clip of what he was doing while the Civil War was going on?
Yeah.
Hilarious. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. We'd have to ask some lesbianist girls.
Let's be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Drake, Drake. You know what I'm saying? That Drake.
He's not saying that. He's saying, let's be honest.
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, that just takes away my Splash Waterfalls cred. Yeah, I don't know. Any other things you guys want to talk about? Any other thoughts?
No.
I do feel like if you are desensitized, though, like if you're looking for specific shit or into some weird niche shit, you need to take it back. You need to stop watching porn for a while.
That's a good way to like...
And just not bust nuts. Just
not,
just
you're
hold
like
on.
Watching too much. If you're like looking for specific stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I heard have you heard of quicksand porn?
Quicksand?
I've heard of like where people... Bert Kreischer was talking about this. He was saying how he's like, he found this niche of porn where he's like all into now, where it's, at least he was, where it's like chicks slowly sinking in quicksand, kind of. I don't know, it's weird shit. People get into some weird shit.
See, that's just not
you need to cut.
normal.
You need to stop.
Back.
Exactly, and that's my point. Like,
get back
if you're
to the good old days of just man and woman.
Yeah, no kidding.
just lighting it up, beating it up like a drum.
Yeah.
I think
Beat it up like that.
Yeah.
it was that was the song too, right? Beating up like a drum. That's a song.
I heard it in a song once.
Yeah, and I think that's my tip for you guys in this. I don't need to try to be more educational on these podcasts. That's my tip for you guys is if you're looking at some weird shit,
wait a minute. Because if you guys are looking for it, let's say you got your favorite porn star, isn't that the same thing?
No.
Mm-mm.
Bullshit. You guys are motherfucking bullshitters right now.
No. What I'm saying is you could probably have a favorite porn star, but what I'm saying is if you're into like some furry shit and you're into quicksand porn and you're into like sharks having sex, you know what I mean? That's then you're into some niche shit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like
if you go to a porn shop and they have a video selection and you can't find the shit you're into, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you're going to the guy who's like, hey, I'm looking for like Sharknado 2 or some shit because you're trying to get off on that, that's still too much.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, and it's like if you knowing porn actors would be the same thing as knowing regular actors.
That's weird.
I think so.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's girls who've gone to town on Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's picture. You know what I'm saying? DJ heroing it. Getting new high scores. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Putting their name on the high score list. You know what I'm saying?
Being number one.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Getting a PR.
Or like Bradley Cooper.
Getting a PR on the DJ hero.
Cooper.
That's right. Or like, who's that other good looking dude? Batman. What's his name?
Christian
Bale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jared Leto.
American Psycho, though, changed my views on him. Sorry.
He's yoked on that one though.
He's alright. But that Jon Snow guy.
Jon
God.
Snow. Jon Snow be making chicks leak lately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching 2 movies he was in. He's not a good actor. He's not good.
Doesn't care, son. He's getting that. He's
Whatever,
got to
Game
cash
of
on that Jon
Thrones,
Snow
he's
money.
great.
I guess that's true. But yeah, no. I say it's not. It's the same thing because you're just going there to. You're like, oh, that person will get me off quicker. So
Yeah.
that's all. It is.
Yeah. I think if you have your favorite, I think that's almost even an excuse. I'm gonna use that as an excuse now. I think if you have a favorite porn chick, it's almost even better because you're just going there to get the maintenance done. Because you know that's what you're gonna get your maintenance done. That's what you're gonna help you get to your end of the maintenance cycle faster.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Versus going like 19 pages into your search engine and
Yeah.
finding yourself back at the first page and being like, none of this looked good.
Going into Pornhub's trendy videos and you're like 39 pages deep.
That's
and
right, you're like,
"No,
man."
none
If
of
you
this-
ever meet a little freak,
this.
that wouldn't make you want to do porn anymore. Or like look at porn anymore.
I think you have to have pretty good sex drives, similar sex drives.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just can't. My biggest variable in my mind is the idea of what happens like 30 years into the relationship.
I mean, probably at that, your
But I
sex
think
drive
you
would
should
go down
take- I
too.
don't know.
Not me, bro. Not me. My sex drive's gonna be like
Lion, male lion, forever, right?
Mufasa, son.
Simba.
Big dicks, Mufasa, son, Simba. That's what they call me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just straight lion roar. Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I went to, which is the casino that has the lions? MGM Grand.
Oh yeah.
The MGM has like a lion thing. It's like
Yeah.
it's
Oh, the one
inside-
that ate those 2 gay magicians.
Nah, maybe. I don't know which one it is. But he mauled one guy. That's it. I didn't eat
His
him all.
face, yeah. Whatever.
Anyways, I was walking through there, and like they have males and female lions in there, and the one lion was looking at the female lion, and he looks up at her, and he's like, he climbs up, he jumps like a little baby cat, and he just like flawless, easy, just jumps up there, and I'm like, that's a big ass cat to be moving like that. And I just see him, and the girl's just like laying there, right? He gets behind her, and he just like fucking squats down. Like, I'm like, is he gonna take a shit on this? Because you can go under them because the glass is over the tunnel area, so you can go under them. And I'm like, is he about to take a shit on this glass? And then he just like sets up behind her, and he just, you literally see him. He's all, like 3 strokes,
God.
3 strokes, dog. That's all he had. 3 strokes, he got his, and the girl looked like she was just like, eh.
And you watch that?
3 strokes.
Nasty.
When are you ever gonna see a lion go to town right in front
Who
of
would
you?
want to see that?
It's right. It's like
Nasty little shark porn.
that's a little hypocritical from Miss. I watched a McChicken video.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a little hypocritical. I'm watching an alpha fucking male cat
And that's
laying some cat dick,
Well, maybe
and
this
we're over
alpha
here.
male wanted that chicken sandwich on that dick.
I don't think you can say a black alpha male guy is fucking a chicken sandwich.
When you saw that lion, you go, that's my
That's
positive
my
role
spirit
model.
animal. That's my spirit animal.
That's bad.
I was like, you go, dog. I got you.
And he just pointed
Dude.
at you.
He's like, you know what's up, huh? You my boy. I'm like, that's what's up. I know how you do.
Carry on.
It must
the
have been an off
spirit.
day for you. I know. It must have been an off day. 3 strokes. Whatever. I get you. I got you, dog.
It
King of the
happens.
fucking jungle. You do whatever the fuck you want.
It happens. Happens to
Happens to the best of us. In fact, I might even have a picture.
You
You're
took a
weird.
picture?
Dude, what if I find the picture of it and I'll just put our heads next to the lines? Just looking at. I have to look deep in my folder behind the 2014 taxes.
Real questions. Why would you have a picture of that?
Because I took a picture of the lion right
That's
before.
Nasty.
I thought I was taking a shit.
You should also,
Take a picture of lion porn.
just for shits and giggles, show.
Furries, people.
No. But that one picture you took at the Renaissance Fair that one time with the Grim Reaper following
Oh,
us
jeez,
around.
no. I'm not putting pictures in the podcast anymore because it takes too much time.
It's funny though.
No, because a lot of people don't watch it.
10 people watch it.
Give or take. All 4 of us are in this room right now.
Including the
the
ghost.
same ghost. Yeah, he watches it too. What do you think he's doing all day?
He's like, that shit's lit, homie.
He's like, that was funny. So, any other last words to say about pornography and men and women's viewpoint on it? And
Nope. I do it just to get done. Like black up.
Maintenance, dog. Maintenance.
Get in, get done, get going.
I don't know. Women, do your job.
Clear my browser history.
Dude, there's girls out there that are just DJ heroing to some porn too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dick's better though.
I'd hope you feel that way, because if you were just like, DJ heroing is the way to go, I'd be like, well, different strokes for different folks. You know, strokes, DJ hero. You know what I'm saying? All right. Any last things before we end this podcast about things that anybody under the age of 16 probably shouldn't hear about? Nowadays, man, it's like kids are getting into porn so early. Anything under the age of 13, you might as well just.
My fifth graders were watching porn at the table one time.
What?
Really?
Oh.
That was in 2012.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Keep those rose.
They're in high school now.
Ugh. Anyways, any last words? Any last?
Nope.
Nah.
Damn, you guys leave me fucking dry here. All right.
Dry. I see what you did there.